Hey guys, so I'm back with another video. This is like my 8th time recording it, and I'm hoping I can get through this without messing up. Today I wanted to talk about my top 7 favorite wrestlers. I know on my Instagram I don't really talk about it because I keep my Instagram to makeup and veganism, but I do post a lot on Twitter and Snapchat, wrestling stuff. I've been watching wrestling for almost 10 years, so I am a little bit of a avid fan of it. So let's just get right into it, and let's hope I don't mess up. Number 1 is 2 wrestlers, but they are tag teams, so I'm gonna count it kind of as one. They both have their own redeeming qualities, and it is Enzo and Cass. These guys are, how do I describe it? They know how to get a crowd going. When they debuted, I want to say it was the day after WrestleMania this year, they got a huge pop. Everybody was so excited. Enzo's promos are A+. The guy is amazing on the microphone. One of the best lately in recent years that knows how to shoot a good promo. He can keep going. He rarely ever messes up. His wrestling, it's a B+. It's not the best. I think he does need to hone in on his skill a little bit more. He's had some matches where he's not the best at it. With Big Cass, another good guy on the mic, not as great as Enzo, but he still knows how to shoot a decently good promo too. He's, a big wrestler, very tall, but he's not slow. He, is very athletic, and I feel like they're gonna take over the tag team division, and hopefully soon they will be tag team champions somewhere in the near, most likely distant future, but a girl can dream. Next is Dean Ambrose, and I do have to say that all the former members of the Shield have, great abilities. They've stayed on top, they've done their job, besides Roman Reigns, but we're not gonna get into that. But Dean Ambrose, even though once they split, he managed to keep himself up. He didn't falter and get into that low card where people forgot about him, because after they split, it was the big story was Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, the tag team, the WWE Championship, going back and forth between him and Triple H and all those people, Brock Lesnar, whatever. But in the midst of all that being the top story, Dean, was the United States champion. He's been Intercontinental champion. He's had great matches, and he sells pretty damn well. He's gone over the top a little, and I blame WWE's marketing division for making him do stuff like that. But, he sells crazy and also laid back, doesn't give a crap. He sells it well. That's all I have to say. Next is Sami Zayn. I'm going to include Kevin Owens in this too, because lately they've had huge matches together. They wrestled together for a long time when they were in the independent scene. Both of these men have been wrestling quite some time, and they have been able to hone in on their skills. They are both great wrestlers, no matter if they're wrestling with each other or with someone else. If you watch their match at Battleground, though, guys, one of the best matches I've ever seen. Amazing. It was quite a long match, and I didn't get bored once. I was on the edge of my seat by the end of the match. And Sami Zayn versus even against other people, Shinsuke Nakamura in NXT was a great match. Kevin Owens when he's gone against Dean Ambrose, great matches. They're both just amazing wrestlers, and I know a lot of people don't like the fight that was. I know they're trying to split that fight up now. I know a lot of people were bored with the fight that was going on between them, but if I had to watch a match like they had at Battleground for the rest of my life, I honestly wouldn't complain. It was a great match. They're both great wrestlers. Again, also, I feel like Sami Zayn could possibly be the next Daniel Bryan. He is seen as the underdog of the underground. He's a smaller guy, but he's a great wrestler. I feel like eventually he could possibly get to the top of a WWE Championship, United States Championship, Universal Championship that they have on Raw, because I know he is on Raw, and Kevin Owens is the same thing for a larger guy, which, I mean, he's not massive. He still can wrestle really well, and I know a lot of wrestlers like the Big Show and Mark Henry, they are large guys, and that's what they were looking for back then, but they're very slow wrestlers, and he's a great wrestler for a guy with a little bit of punch. Next is AJ Styles. This guy, again, just like Sammy and Kevin, have dominated wherever they've gone. He's dominated wherever he's gone. He's a great wrestler. I know he was in TNA for a long time, and he was on top there. He was wrestling in Japan, huge top guy in Japan, and now he's in WWE, and he's not a top guy, unfortunately. Yes, he's been in big matches with Roman Reigns, and he's been in big matches with John Cena, but that's the problem. He's a great wrestler, and they're having him fight against people who are baby faces. And not only baby faces, Roman Reigns is not one of the best wrestlers in the WWE, no matter how much Vince tries to push him into that. I feel like he shouldn't be wrestling baby faces because they're baby faces. We all know they're gonna win eventually. They're gonna get the one-up against the heel. I don't want to see that. I want to see AJ Styles against someone like Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn, or even, I don't know. I've got so many people in my head right now, I can't think of any, but no baby faces. I don't want any baby faces anymore. I'm done with people like AJ Styles fighting against baby faces, because we know who's going to come out on top. The baby face. I'm getting on a rant now. So I will get to the next person. Next person is a woman. Oh my god, yay. I don't know why I don't have that many women's favorites, because there's people like Eva Marie and the Bella Twins fighting. But the next is Bayley. She is on NXT right now. I can understand why they kept her there, because she is a top dog in wrestling. She is one of the best women's wrestlers, and they did send a lot of women's wrestlers to WWE during the draft, so I can understand why they kept her there, to keep the women's division in NXT top notch. Not only her, but the people that were in the Four Horsewomen, like Becky, Sasha, and Charlotte, they're also amazing wrestlers, but I feel like Bayley, she is very personable, she's very lovable. I like her character. It's adorable, it's innocent. You don't see it that often. You see these women trying to be sexy and in Playboy and models, and I don't feel like she's trying to achieve that. I feel like she's, trying to be a wrestler. So I can't wait for her to come to the WWE, because not the Raw side, but SmackDown side, women's side is slacking a little. They need someone like her to mix up that roster, because, oh god, people like Eva Marie are on there, and I don't know how that girl's still wrestling, honestly. I mean, really? Next, and actually last for my top 7 favorite, is Bray Wyatt. Again, another big guy who is a great wrestler, another person that sells their promos. He's great on the mic. Sometimes his stories can get a little long, you get a little bored, but he's flawless on the mic. He was flawless in the Wyatt family. A little upset that they split them up. Sorry, I'm looking at a bug. It scared the crap out of me. I'm a little upset that they split up the Wyatts, but I feel like he could have a great singles career. He's a big dude. He's creepy. He sells creepy so well, and I don't want to see him against someone like John Cena. No baby faces. No. So that is my top 7 favorite. Honorable mentions, there's 3 of them, I want to say. Yeah, 3. So the first one is Neville. He's a great wrestler, high flyer, love the guy. And all the 3 wrestlers they're great wrestlers, but the direction they're going in is going to lead to a plummet. I know he injured his ankle. I think he broke or fractured or something to his ankle against a match with he did it with Chris Jericho a while back, and he returned I want to say it was the first Raw of the brand split, and he went against Curtis Axel, and it was, he won, but if they keep having him go against low card people like that, people are going to forget about him. Have him win, you know, a championship, Intercontinental, even though it's on the other side. Do something for him. Have him go against, you know, he hurt his ankle against Chris Jericho. Have him in a feud with Chris Jericho. You know, Chris Jericho is a veteran of WWE, so to have Neville get a one-up on Chris Jericho would be great for the guy's career. Next is Dolph Ziggler. I know the guy's gotten a push right now against Dean Ambrose for the WWE Championship. Do I think he's going to win? No. Because Dean just won it. I would be very shocked if he did win the WWE Championship. But my standards are very low for the WWE, so I don't think he is. What I think they need to do is, even if he does lose, keep the guy pushed up. Don't let him fall into that low mid card that he's been stuck in the past 2 to 3 years. I mean, the guy won the United States Championship a few years ago. Everybody was excited. Then he lost it basically right away, and he's just, since then. Keep him pushed, keep him against good people, and the guy will slowly again become a very popular wrestler and eventually could win the WWE Championship or the Intercontinental Championship. Just don't let him fall again. People are getting bored with him. You don't want them to get bored with him. And last honorable mention is Zack Ryder. Again, another underutilized wrestler. The guy is super popular with the crowd. He got so popular because of his online show. I can't think of the name for the life of me. It slipped my mind, and I heard it earlier. But he's underutilized. I mean, he won the United States Championship just like Dolph, basically lost it almost instantly like Dolph, and fell to the low card, won the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. Huge, exciting win for him. Everybody was cheering for him. Loses it the next day. Can we stop shitting on him? I mean, the guy's a good wrestler. He's super personal, gets over with the crowd. He's a good talker. Can we stop shitting on the poor guy and just let him win something and keep it for more than like a week? I'm just saying. So that is my top 7 favorite and my honorable mentions. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, comment, and I have an Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. If you could follow me on there, on those, I will link them down below, and I hope you guys have a wonderful night. So bye!